If you're so confused on how to grow your natural hair and you struggle with your hair a lot, this one video is your all-in-one hack to length retention and reaching your hair goals. I was able to get to my hair goals and also retain more length just by doing these few things. It's very easy, very simple, just 5 things. When I changed my approach to protective hairstyle, I saw so much changes in my length retention and also the overall health of my hair. When it comes to picking a protective hairstyle, this is one thing that is very important. You need to know what type of hair you have, whether you have fine hair or you have thick hair. This really helps you to pick protective hairstyles that work well for your type of hair, because over the years I've been doing protective hairstyles so wrong. I used extensions that are too heavy on my hair, and because I have fine hair, it literally weighs down on my hair and breaks my hair. So you need to find protective hairstyles that work well for your hair. Like for instance, I do not use extensions in my protective hairstyles now, and I've seen so much length retention, so much growth, and my overall health of my hair is so much better. Another thing I'm going to talk about with protective hairstyle is how you install that protective hairstyle. You need to make sure you prep your hair for a protective hairstyle, whether that's washing your hair, doing your routine, doing a protein treatment, just to strengthen your hair and have a good foundation for that protective hairstyle. Another thing is your hairstylist. You need to make sure you're using a good hairstylist, or you can just learn how to make your hair, because as far as I'm concerned, nobody is going to do your hair or take care of your hair better than you can. So if you can learn how to take care of your hair, how to make your hair, that will also be very helpful, because I started making my hair myself more often and I've seen so much length retention, so much growth just by doing this simple thing. The last I'm going to mention is the duration you keep your protective hairstyle. So I keep my protective hairstyles for 2 to 3 months, 3 months max, 2 months minimum. Doing this has really helped my hair to retain more length, because I'm not manipulating my hair. One of the major reasons why you're not retaining length is because you're doing too much manipulation on your hair. So protective hairstyle is just that duration where your hair is kept in a hairstyle and you can retain more length and see more hair growth. So keeping your protective hairstyles for longer periods has been another way I've seen so much length retention, because I'm not over manipulating my hair and my hair isn't breaking off as much as changing my hairstyles frequently every 3 weeks, every month. That didn't work for me. So you need to make sure that you keep your protective hairstyle for longer periods. Another important thing is your routine. You need to make sure you've curated a good routine that your hair loves, and also be consistent with that routine. Creating a good routine for your hair is very important, and being consistent is another very important thing. You need to make sure you're washing your hair once every 2 weeks, you're doing your moisture routine, you're doing your treatment, you're taking care of your hair. Nothing, your hair loves routine and it craves routine. So you need to make sure that you're caring for your hair the same way you care for your body every day. You're doing your routine. Make sure you're consistent. Everybody's routine is going to look different depending on your type of hair. Another thing I'm going to mention is if you're using products that are not working for you, or you're noticing that products are not working so much, like some products you use don't work for your hair, know your hair porosity. Your hair porosity is very important, whether you have high hair porosity or low porosity hair. It really helps you to pick products that work well for your type of hair. So if you're having problems or challenges with finding products that work well for you, know your hair porosity. Trust me, that's like the guide to picking good products for your hair, and also creating a routine you're going to be consistent on. The next I'm going to talk about is moisture routine. Moisture routine is something I do differently than my wash day routine. It's still similar, but this routine is based on when my hair is feeling dry. So before my next wash day, my hair can be feeling dry. So because I wash my hair once every 2 weeks, that doesn't mean I do nothing to my hair until that 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks. That's not good. You need to make sure you do go in with your moisture routine. Moisture routine is something that you do when your hair is feeling dry, or when your hair is feeling dry before your actual wash day. So creating a moisture routine is very important. During this process, I don't wash my hair. I just start off with going in with moisture, deep conditioning, because I have high porosity hair, so my hair gets dry fast. So my moisture routine can be done like once in a week or twice in a week, depending on what I do that week or how my hair is looking that week. So creating a moisture routine is very important. You need to have a routine that you do in between your wash days. The next thing I'm going to talk about is treatment. Treatment is very important when it comes to natural hair, because if you notice your hair is breaking a lot, you're experiencing so much hair loss, your hair is thinning out, treatments are there to help your hair. So there are different type of treatments you can do. There are treatments that help with thickening your hair, like hair thickness, thinning, hair loss, breakage. There's so many treatments out there, but one thing I would say is that most treatments do the same thing. So just finding like like some things that you can do to your hair that mainly focus on your issues or your problems. You do not need to do everything at once, because at the end of the day it's treatment, so it's not something that you should overdo it, because some of them can have effects when they are done so much to your, like protein treatment is not something you do all the time, because your hair can start breaking off due to overload, protein overload. So you need to make sure that you do your research on treatments that you do to your hair. But two treatments I'm going to recommend is cloves and rosemary. This is something that I do like 2 to 3 times every week, and I don't experience any form of side effect. So, and also aloe vera I use it more for moisture. So for the cloves and rosemary, it helps with my hair growth, it helps with dandruff also, but I don't have dandruff. But if you're struggling with dandruff, um aloe vera can help, cloves and rosemary too can help. So these are the two treatments I'm mainly focused on. I also do like hot oil treatment, I also do fenugreek rinse when I'm doing my wash days, but it's not something I'm consistent with. But there are so many treatments out there you can try. Just do your research on the treatments that will focus on your hair issues. But I recommend rosemary, cloves, aloe vera, hot oil treatment. Deep conditioning also is a treatment, just the added moisture to your hair. So just do your research on hair treatment, but just know that incorporating treatments to your routine, to your hair routine, is very like it major changes to your hair. That's what I'm going to say. I experienced so much changes to my hair just being consistent with treatment and finding treatments that work well for my own issues. The last thing I'm going to talk about is your takedown process. Like I've mentioned throughout this video, all the things that I've mentioned is the things I do when my hair is in a protective hairstyle, and how I care for my hair in a protective hairstyle, because having your protective hairstyle doesn't mean you do not care for your hair. When it comes to your takedown process, you have to be very careful, because this is one of the most important steps to retaining length and also seeing length retention. So you've kept your hair for a long period, so you're going to experience like matting and tangles where your new hair growth starts and where it stops. So you're going to experience a little bit of tangles and matting there. That's why I said it's very important to be consistent with your routine. If you're washing your hair once every 2 weeks and you're doing your routine, you're not going to experience so much build-ups, or you'll not experience build-ups at all, because I don't experience that, because I'm very consistent with my wash days, with my routine, and being careful not to put products that will cause build-ups, and clarify my scalp when I need to. So your takedown process is very important and should be done with care. It's not something that you should rush. It's not a process that you're going to rush or just do it quickly. You need to take your time to take down your hair. Also, one thing I'll say is that for your takedown process, you need to make sure that you use products that contain like water-based products, or using using your spray bottle or your conditioner, because you need to have a good sleep for you to be able to take down your hair properly. One thing I'm going to say about everything I've mentioned is that this thing actually works. Like I've documented my whole journey from January up to this moment, and I've not been able to retain so much length doing my, like I've been natural for so long that this particular thing I said doing, I've never retained so much length just by doing this. So if you have problems with length retention, if you have problems with growing your hair, trust me, this thing is one way to hack your hair growth journey. I can't wait to see how my hair is going to look in the next 2-3 years, because I know I'm going to retain so much length as I'm consistent with this. Obviously, when you're doing this challenge, because I do a challenge on my channel where I keep my protective hairstyles for 3 months, document the whole thing. So if you want to keep up with the journey, keep up with your hair growth journey, just subscribe. You get updated on every single thing I'm doing, because I just started a new challenge. This is like week 1 into the challenge. So trust me when I say that you do not want to miss out on this. And if you're confused, you're overwhelmed, just subscribe. You'll see daily, not daily updates, but like you see weekly updates on my channel. Definitely weekly updates on how I'm caring for my hair, what I'm doing, every single thing is going to be on my channel. And if you want to catch up on my previous challenge, everything is going to be in the description box, or I'll link everything for you to check out. I've done 2 challenge, so you can just catch up and watch that and see what I did during that time. And also, just if you're struggling with your hair, trust me, it's going to be okay. Patience is required when doing this thing, because it's not a fast, quick type of thing. You're going to retain length, but trust me when I say that you're going to reach your hair goals. This is something that is possible, is feasible. I've done it, it worked. I have videos, I have evidence. So this is something that can work for you too. So if you're struggling with your hair, if you're experiencing any form of issues, you can leave that in the comment section. I'll answer all your questions. But one thing I'm going to say is that be intentional about your hair. What you put in your hair is what the result you get back. So you can't be saying that, oh, you're not seeing hair growth, your hair isn't growing, or your hair is breaking. Are you being intentional about your hair? Are you being consistent with your routine? Are you trying to change? If something is not working for your hair, are you changing it? Because it took a while for me to be able to curate a routine that works well for my hair. So try to use products. If it doesn't work for you, you try something else. If this technique is not working for you, you try something else. This is something that I've done consistently, and I've figured out what my hair loves, because everybody's hair is unique. So you need to find what works for you. You can use my videos as a baseline, as a foundation to create your own routine. You don't have to do every single thing I'm doing, use every single product I'm using, because your hair might not actually like it. So just try to figure out your hair, and trust me when I say that you will get to your hair goals. This is feasible, it can work. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions on the challenge or anything I mentioned, you can leave that in the comment section. I'm going to answer all the questions. And yeah, till my next video, see you in my next one. Bye.